Hey guys, and welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. Before we get going on today's video, I just wanted to apologize if I am like flooding your subscription boxes with videos right now, but I got a little bit behind, so I'm trying to catch up on uploads. Anyway, today I thought I would talk to you guys about some classics because I was looking at my Goodreads year in books thing where you can see like the books that you've read and some quick stats, and I realized that I didn't read like any classics this year. I think that's mainly because I've been focusing a lot on literary fiction this year, and I've gotten way more into keeping up with new releases than ever before. So I think I've just I haven't been reading as broadly genre-wise as I really would like to. So today I thought I would go over some of the classics that I've had on my shelf for a while that I would really like to get to next year. I guess you could say this is kind of a rough classics TBR for 2017, but like a TBR at the roughest form. These are just some books that I would like to potentially read in the near-ish future. Was that vague enough? Anyways, let's get into the books. In absolutely no order of when I'm gonna read these, the first classic I have here that I would like to read is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I've had this exact edition on my shelves since I was 10 or 12, so it's been a very, very long time now, and I still haven't picked it up, but this is a pretty cool edition by Grassa and Dunlap with this fantastic illustrated cover, and then they have color illustrations inside as well. I just have never felt compelled to pick it up before, so I feel like now that I kind of have this desire to see what it's all about, I should go with that and actually get reading. The next classic I would definitely like to get to is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, which I realize are technically two different novels and are of course written by Lewis Carroll. Now I was thinking about this the other day when I was thinking about making this video, and I realized that I have read a children's version of Alice in Wonderland, like a very simplified version, but I don't think I've ever actually read the original. So I would like to remedy that in the new year, and since I have Through the Looking Glass in here as well, I might as well read them both. Then this next one would be a reread, but I would love to reread Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, which once upon a time had a dust jacket, but I don't know where I put it. This is kind of dumb, but I purchased an Anne of Green Gables coloring book to show in my Christmas gift guide and realized that although I have actually read Anne of Green Gables, I didn't remember a whole lot about the story. So I would love to get to this one in the new year. I remember really, really enjoying it, and again, this is one so many people love. Another classic I would love to reread is Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. Now I read this one back in college, my senior year, and I just remember I was like totally cramming this book into weird moments of free time because I was going to school, I was working at an internship, and then I was writing my senior thesis as well. So I didn't really have time to read, and yet I was trying to cram this in for a discussion group, and it's another one I don't really remember a whole lot about. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember a whole lot about it, so would definitely like to reread this one in the new year. Another classic I would love to read in 2017 is Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell. Now at the moment I am listening to the audiobook version of Wives and Daughters, and I'm finding it so very funny and so charming, and I really, really like her writing style, so I'm hoping to really enjoy this. Plus I've seen part of the BBC miniseries of this, and again found it really, really funny. So I'm really hoping to like this. I've actually lent this copy to people before, and they've said, well, it's cute, but nothing really happens. So I guess that could be off-putting, but I don't really mind books where nothing happens, so we'll see how I like it. Then I have some Bronte books here, which I would love to get to, mainly because the only Bronte I've ever read is Charlotte, and that of course was in Jane Eyre. I'm probably one of the few people who will be super upfront with you and just say that I was not a huge fan of Jane Eyre. I've read it 2 or 3 times now, so I feel like I can accurately say that that is not a classic for me. The way I feel about Jane Eyre is very similar to the way I feel about Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, in that I feel like a lot of people think of the endings as these like grand romantic moments, and I just find the relationships kind of creepy and a little bit off-putting. So anyways, that's not what this video is about. Let's move on. A book by a Bronte I would like to read in the new year is The Tenant of Wildfeld Hall by Anne Bronte. Now I've heard phenomenal things about Anne Bronte. I've heard that she is like by far the most underrated Bronte sister, and I would really like to give her a shot. I've heard kind of mixed things about Wildfeld Hall. People either really, really love it or they hate it, so I would be interested to see what I think, and yeah, eager to give this one a go. And then of course I have Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, which I am very surprised that I have not read yet. Again, this is something that I've heard mixed reviews on, so I would like to see where I fall. And finally, to finish off the list with some male authors, I have The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Now, I am so very surprised, again, that I have not read this one yet, especially as somebody who went to school in the United States and then went on to get a lit degree. Like, how did I avoid this book for so long? I'm really looking forward to getting to this one, number one, because it is quite short, and I feel like this will be one of the easier of the titles that I have listed here to get through, but also I know that I like Hawthorne's writing. I really enjoy his short fiction, so I have high hopes for this one, and I'm hoping it does not disappoint. And then lastly, I would like to continue reading Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. Now, of course, I'm reading this for the Dickens read-along put together by Katie from Books and Things, and I am very, very far behind. She has broken it down by month because we're reading it in a serialized fashion like the Victorians would have, but I'm very far behind. I've only read the first chunk, but I am enjoying what I have read, and I feel like I'm not going to read a Dickens by myself, so this is a great opportunity to push myself, actually read one of his novels, and then get all these fantastic discussions that come along with doing this read-along. So those are some of the classics that I have owned for a while that I would really like to finally tick off in the new year, and I know this is an ambitious list, and I know right now I can tell you for sure, I almost said for shizzle, I don't know why I said that. Realistically, I know that I won't read all of them. I probably won't even read half of them, but I just thought it would be nice to talk about classics for once because, like I said, I haven't been reading them lately and I would like to encourage myself to do so. So if you guys have been putting off classics this year and would like to pick up a specific classic, let me know what it is in the comments below. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I promise Vlogmas will be getting back on track now. And yeah, thanks very much, and I will see you next time. Bye!